Alright, give me another invite. I think I might be in there. Okay. South Carolina. Alright. I might pick, think about Illinois State. Yeah, I'm thinking about Illinois State. Huh, their team is ranked, Beef. Huh. The team is slightly better than yours. This is all defense, no offense right here. Oh, Caleb Johnson. Alright. This is the team I'm using. Illinois State. Yeah, Iowa State. Yeah, I think it's Iowa State. Yeah. Yep, Iowa State.
When they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
We going at it.
The Gamecocks will
you can hear the rooster
the
going at it right now. Okay, Jalen Noel. He could be out of here.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. On the move, it's Hansen. At the 35, he's loose. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Yeah.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, ball's out!
No.
And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Because
the sweet feet. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the 10.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, yeah, you got Lenore Sellers.
Second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay?
Yeah,
They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here's the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
I just could not believe I literally, like, it wasn't even like I threw it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
That had nothing to do with it.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Still looking on the move. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Dude.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Hansen. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on.
Hold on now. Uh-oh. I think I might have to put him at third down back. There's one fast running back. Yeah. Yes, I am. Hey, yo. The depth is horrible at QB. Okay.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stumping in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Yeah, they're just doing a whole lot of
They've
nothing.
already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads it well. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And the Cyclones have their offense in high gear. Power football with the run. Breaks the tackle.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They think there's room to run to the right here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Finds him out of the backfield. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Shit. I probably need a new tight end.
And that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulls his way forward. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
What about
the offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Dude, Shedeur
Through the air, it's Sellers. Got his man quickly.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I love the pass rush here by the defense. 2 straight plays with their backs against the wall. Does not get better than that.
Cover 1. But, I mean, it's kind of close. It's really close, actually.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took
Come
a
on, you
hit
need
as
to
he
catch that.
couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good.
All right.
And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And just not enough leg on that kick. You see it just gets knocked down by the crossbar.
Iowa State sending the offense back out. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped
nice
on
to
fourth
have
downs,
a
you're
tight
right.
end that can
Create some of those explosives.
actually
Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Off play action on first down. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Coming after it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense
definitely
setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Going for the big play. And that pass intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. They're trying to get to it. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right
What are
there.
you
Instead,
doing?
ball's
I hit
incomplete.
why? You get it.
This QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. He got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Feeling some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Come on. Can I get it? Can I get it?
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Tackled immediately after the catch. The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
To the air, it's Beck. He looks that one in nicely. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Cyclones are flying down the field. He wants to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in fourth and manageable. And you dang right, we're going for this puppy. We got our fourth down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Offense set on first down. He'll start this drive firing. Skips away from pressure. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run.
Been out of the
I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Going up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Steps away to find some room. Fires left. On target over the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
It is a cover 0. And that happens.
First down to start the drive after the break. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Connection to the right. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Gamecocks will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Gamecocks.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Cyclones. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, I mean, guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Picked off.
I'm too rangy.
Got room on the return.
You know what? Yeah,
He's
you're
at
right.
the 40.
Fuck's going on offense.
He's at
I
the
can do on
20.
special teams and defense.
And he will roll into the end zone.
Yeah, fuck's
Touchdown,
going on
Iowa
offense.
State. Getting set for the point
I can do
out.
on defense and special teams.
And it's perfect. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Give to the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Using the quick game. Still running at the 40. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Back to throw, it's Beck. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking it.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end
Did
zone.
you say that and scoring what?
And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed in so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick
I'll
it away.
find a way.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You want to stress a defense? Get the quarterback outside the pocket right now. Really good job running the bootleg to the left, getting the quarterback outside of the pocket. He can chew up ground in such a hurry, or he can throw the football down the field. Makes it really tough on defenses.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he got smacked.
What you
just
do?
as he
Try to
released the
scramble?
pass. It's incomplete.
Try to scramble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes
Yeah,
falling all
I
over the
seen it.
place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion.
Oh, apply some pressure.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for
Now
it.
you know how it feels.
Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Takes it the other way.
Okay. Come on.
And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth there if I were allowed to play happy push passes when I was playing
Let's show the rules.
It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Okay.
Caught over the middle. It's Higgins. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass hits complete. The ball squirts free. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Higgins. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa State. Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient five-way scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Gets away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And the ball's on the ground. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is a roller coaster. We got the pick. Oh, no, we just lost it. Oh, no, we got it back. At the end of the day, the defense, David, still have.
Yeah, and all you're trying to do is force turnovers, create plays. Nice job.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on 2nd down. Off play action. That's caught. It's Sanders. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the ground. He's got it again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll line up for a second down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air, it's Sellers. Quick strike complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is...
Unleashes one deep.
I'm on it.
It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his 2nd missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed of himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
Yeah, I'm making sure
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 2nd down, wants to throw.
Receivers crossing.
He's got his man.
All right.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Keep your hands to yourself.
And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete.
What'd I say?
At the 40, there he
What'd
goes.
I say?
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah.
And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Okay.
Got his man quickly.
Come on.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open back.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Wants to throw. It's back. Get it out on the screen.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
Come on.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points beforehand.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Pay it off. Be a little
off the play fake on first down. Trying to get to it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Don't take the sack then. I have intentional grounding. That's a perfect
Handoff to the
substitute.
single running back. At the 45 on his way.
Are you shitting me?
He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, what a great way to end the first half. It wasn't a perfect first half, a lot of mistakes, still trailing by a lot, but here's the deal. Now you put yourself in a position, go make some things happen, force some turnovers, play good in the second half. Who knows what will happen?
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So the first half has come to a close.
Yeah,
We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Cyclones will kick it off to start the second half. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Gets it all the way out to the 30-20 before he stops. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance.
So you say you watched the whole entire
game
thing?
like this.
And I think this possession is really,
All
really
right.
important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum
Watch
here
it film.
early in the second
Okay,
half. You only do that
I'm
by
messing
going
with
out,
it.
marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away.
guess he
Trying
might
to
just
put
wanna get
pressure on the
his.
opposing offense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a gap, it's Sanders. And the Gamecocks get enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Then the short completion brings up 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Beck. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Higgins. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy...
The ball pops out. The defense grabs it, and they're going the other way. Off to the races to the right. The tag.
You just like catch the biggest breaks.
And the defense doing work.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28.
Like this. Dude,
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you.
Off he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Holds and fires complete to the right.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble on the play. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
You know, often...
Dude, I was down by contact.
Playing in conditions like this, and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves.
Let's go!
Because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Using his feet to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Trying play action. Dances away from the heat. On the move, he fires. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to put that ball in there and make it happen.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Buying some time. Complete and looking for enough for the first down.
Let's go.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Cyclones are on the move. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
If you probably
third and
caught
short,
that,
they choose not to
I
throw the
probably
football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Dude, there's no way. What are the chances?
They're thinking
this is
touchdown
happening?
here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Pocket starts to collapse. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Oh, I love when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's been taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the unselfish plays he has to have throughout a game.
And you know what I like to see? The evolution in football. Fullbacks become a bit of a dying breed. Now you're starting to see a few sneak back in here and there.
It's crazy. Football's cyclical, right? The moment somebody does something else, you go the other direction. It just always changes.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Wide out in motion. They'll try the run. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
Coming up, 4th down.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. They'll try it on the ground. At the 20, he's got space. The expressway is wide open. Past the 30, the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes.
This kind of plays
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Iowa State sending the offense back out. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
No touchy.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
All right.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
At the 35, he's open. Can anyone catch him? Slippery slide. Find his way.
You know how it
right away
feels
from
now,
the crowd
huh?
into the end
You
zone.
know how it feels
Touchdown, Iowa State.
No.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to...
Afterburners coming. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
He throws it back to the left, a risky ball. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Did not take long to get into the end zone now. Let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
So you're
And
telling
the extra
me
point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
Perfectly
About to kick it away
on
after
the
scoring a
cross to the
touchdown.
side of on the other side of the field, and you're telling me I couldn't get a pick from that?
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know they're going to make some plays for you.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
The play action fake. Makes the grab on the shuffle.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that,
you hate?
his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single.
It's a fumble. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
From the gun, the running back has it. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it on the counter. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Tried
tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, the lead is still 4. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Trust is a big thing.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, South Carolina 49, Iowa State 45.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Finds the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Dude,
Second down coming up.
I mean, luck is happening on the side for defense, but other than that,
They keep
the
attacking
running back
through the air.
is like the reason why you're in this game.
Using the quick game. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide
Shouldn't
open.
have
Couple of
nothing.
touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep
Because,
finding
like,
them.
to be
this is
real,
a guy
to
that,
be
listen,
real,
we're in the
though,
second half now. He's already
most,
made plays. I know I
you
can
fumble
trust
in
him,
the
so I'm going to
game
continue to
twice.
feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
The
Yeah, that's not
Cyclones will
realistic.
snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Beck. He's right on target. Touchdown, Cyclones! They move on top here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Really good job by the defense taking away the deep ball. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. If you want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
Leaves it with the running back.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
The give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
No, it's not good. I mean, you've been overusing it.
Back to pass, it's Sellers.
To be real.
On the move to his left. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
The Gamecocks are on the move. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They're going to ride this running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Now the play fake. Getting some heat. Fires on the move.
Let's
and
go.
it is another
I'll take
interception.
it.
Just a terrible struggle
just
for this
jumped it.
quarterback.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because
I'll
with these
take it.
conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but
sorry,
great
bro.
eye-hand coordination
Sorry,
securing that
sorry.
interception.
But I'm not
They'll
even
run the
gonna lie though.
RPO and fire to
You
the right.
overusing that running back.
He's there to
really
make the
kinda
stop,
pissed
but
me
the
off a
damage
little
has
bit.
been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Beck. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Pulls it in, it's Higgins. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Jackson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit. Nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
All you do is flag.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5.
Likes the play.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Talking about that.
Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
Line gets set, 1st down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On the ground, it's Sanders. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Kind of like your
Looking to throw, it's Sellers.
Megatron.
Coming after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
A 10-yard loss.
And there's no mystery as to why
Yeah, I
this
like
team's
that.
losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And that is his 5th interception. If
I
he
know.
comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He is
Still.
finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the
Your
football.
motherfucking
And
hands
he
to
strides
yourselves.
his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Come on.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
Come on.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
What?
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over 1st and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
And they take another look at
You
the
know,
play, but the
this is
officials
how-
on the field were right,
This is how
and
you
the play
can
will
tell,
stand. Offense
college
lines up
football
for a
have
1st
too
and
much
10 from
of
the
a fumbling
43.
issue in the game.
They're trying
I was
to
so
get to
pissed
it.
off. I had the fucking
And that
challenge.
pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is.
Lord.
They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making like...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting a nail in the coffin.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Beck.
Okay.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
I could
1st
just
down
do
here for the
plays like-
offense.
I could do stuff
The receivers
like this,
often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
Just
they'll
by
throw it on
not
1st
having
down.
home field advantage. Look at
Looking
this.
left. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You,
Here comes the offense on 2nd
I
down.
mean, that route though, it's like you can't really stop really well, but that throw is just fucking inaccurate. That was all the quarterback's fault right there.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
Right there.
He's got
Accuracy.
And he goes down right there, but a solid
That
pickup,
route.
and it'll be a first down.
I'm
Well, I
back.
love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Grab near the marker is Higgins.
Well, what about James?
Touchdown, Iowa State! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. On the move from inside his own 20. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field.
Come on,
you
can I
see
just
it. We
burn
know
you?
you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, what a job to lay out and make the catch.
There are a
No.
lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit.
Come on,
They're
let me
still
poke
staying
on that.
aggressive.
And that pass picked off. Taking it the other way. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Hides the ball. Here he comes on the bootleg. Zings it complete to the right. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
Iowa State offense will take over. First and 10.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Right on target this time. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. to the air on first down. He's going to run it. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Defense is all about
I tried to
creating
do a
negative
slide.
plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like,
Yeah, I don't
that's a
know why
great
he did.
job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Now improvising. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 2nd down, he'll fire.
And
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the
catch
head.
it on that dude.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. He'll get rid of it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates...
And the
Yeah,
ball
you
is
actually have to work for it.
intercepted.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a
touches.
great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Iowa State has the ball back.
Your
The
answers.
Cyclones ready to go on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this
Wanna
game's
do a
over. I'm interested to see the
Madden
philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and
Okay.
keep trying to score points? Because it's the
team are
defense's
you?
responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's not a power running back.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chain. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers.